All right, guys, welcome back to Remotely Wasted. Here to talk college football with you. My name's Nick, here with Jaden. And we had not a lot happen this past week, and obviously to talk about is Army Navy. Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman. Congrats to him. That was a great accomplishment to see an Indiana player walk away with the Heisman, first time ever in Indiana history. But what I want to start with is the scumbag program that is the
Scumbaggery.
Michigan Wolverines. And I want to start back all the way in 1966 because I recently learned about a whole scandal that I never heard of that honestly is pretty comparable to the Penn State scandal. Um
No
so,
shit.
Bo Schembechler, I don't you guys might know who Bo Schembechler was. He's a legendary coach for the Michigan Wolverines. He's a coach there for a very, very long time. I think like 30, 40 years. Like he was there for a while. So, and I don't know, it's weird because unlike the NFL, like college football doesn't document their history very well. Like the NFL, they have like NFL films, they have so many different things to where like you
They
kind
have
of
like a
know
whole
the whole.
archive.
Yeah, they have documentaries. They fall around. I'm pretty sure they have somebody following around each team like all season long in case they win the Super Bowl, and they make like the America's team thing about them.
Yeah, they have to. And I mean, it's only 32 teams, so it's not like, it's not a crazy amount where you have to pay like, 60 something film crews or whatever. Like,
That's another good point is that the NFL is like it's a giant company, and the other teams are like franchises under that company. Where at college, it's like a lot looser, and
or
it's
or
harder to
maybe all
document
the
stuff.
teams pay for their own documenting. The
Yeah,
NFL
and
might not even have to pay for it. Like, it might
that
be like a
also might be a
requirement,
thing.
like you have to film your stuff.
That's probably it. But I mean, unfortunately, I guess like the point is that a lot of things just slip through the cracks in terms of college football history because
People forget.
they just don't keep track of it the same way the NFL does or the NBA does. Like I started watching college football. I would say I really got into college football when I first played NCAA '06 on the PS2, and that's when I started actually like caring about college football. So if you ask me about anything that happened like pre like 2000, like I have no idea. Like I know Nebraska was good in the 90s. Like obviously I know like Oklahoma's history because that's my team, but I don't know a lot. And one thing I didn't know was there was a huge scandal involving Bo Schembechler at Michigan. So in 1966, there was a doctor named Robert Anderson. He was the team doctor from 1966 until his retirement in 2003. And he is accused by over a
Jesus.
thousand victims of a pervasive pattern of I'm gonna choose my words carefully, but misconduct during medical exams and physicals. Um, Victims of
It was like
this,
the football team doctor
the doctor of all the
or
sports
just athletic okay.
at the school, and there was a a lot of victims, including Bo Schembechler's adopted son Matt.
Jesus.
Um, he reported this abuse to his father, and his father became angry at him, punched him in the chest, dismissed the complaint, and told him he didn't want to hear anything about it. And this is a long-standing legendary coach for Michigan. There's intervention, so the athletic director was prepared to fire the doctor, but Bo Schembechler intervened to ensure that Anderson kept his role with
What the
the
fuck?
with the team. Um, Other former players approached Schembechler with their concerns, and they were told to toughen up, or they were ignored. And basically, it was like you got to keep your mouth shut, or you're gonna be off the team. You're gonna be looking for something else to do. So this went on for 40 years. I actually didn't even know anything about this. It was an open
That's
secret
insane.
within the program. The University of Michigan ultimately settled a $490 million settlement with the thousand victims in January 2022, which is
Oh
ironic
my God.
because in 2022, if I'm remembering correctly, or maybe that was 2023 when the sign stealing thing happened, but
I
it was
think
right around that time.
I think it was 23 because It's 25 now. Ohio
Yeah, that
State
was
won it
2 years ago.
last year in 24.
Yeah, so that'd have been 23.
Michigan won it the year before, correct?
Yeah, and then but they also, I think, at the same time they were dealing with that, like the guy with the computer and like the coach with the computer and all that stuff. I can't remember the details of it, but I think they had other scandals overshadowing that scandal. And then because Jim Harbaugh was like suspended for like 4 games for recruiting violations, so like this that I
This
guess
is
was
insane.
overshadowing this $490 million settlement because I don't remember this being huge news just a few years ago.
I'd
And
never even heard about it.
Schembechler's other son, Glenn, said that, that never happened. His dad knew nothing about it. Same thing with his wife, obviously, was saying the
Yeah,
same
okay.
thing. But it's kind of, I guess, clouded his legacy. He's the winningest coach in Michigan history, but his legacy's tarnished in the same way that Joe Paterno's legacy was tarnished. And I just wanted to talk about that because in light of recent situations with the Michigan Wolverines over the past week, we haven't done an episode since that happened where we saw Sherrone
Yeah.
Moore.
That came out on like
Um,
Sunday. No,
yeah,
today's Monday.
it
We
came
we
out probably like the
filmed
day after we did it.
yeah, we filmed on Monday. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday it came out, if I'm not mistaken. It was like almost it was pretty quickly afterwards. Uh like that and that's just one university. You gotta think all the universities are probably doing something shady, cheating in some capacity. They got their own scandals going on. You just don't hear about it. It might just be local kind of news. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
it's because there's so many. Um, like it can't be just them. You know what I mean? Like they're just the only ones getting caught cheating and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like
Unfortunately for
a
them.
consistent pattern with Michigan. Like we have this Schembechler thing, which went on until 2003, a period of quiet time for, maybe a decade or so, and then they get caught up in this recruiting violations, sign stealing, and now you got Sherrone Moore having an affair with the staffer that was directly his subordinate, which
Well,
is a
and
big
apparently
no-no.
Michigan knew about this like last or over the summer.
Yeah, and there wasn't enough, I guess, conclusive
Yeah.
evidence to do anything. And I will say it is very convenient for Michigan that they decided to make this decision 2 days after signing day was finished.
It's kind of a terrible time to do it almost.
It's a terrible time in terms of the coaching cycle, but it's awfully
They've
convenient in terms of the recruits.
locked them all up because they already committed, but like the portal is gonna open up and everybody's gonna be like, see ya. I mean, depending on like they got Dillingham, right? Or not Dillingham, they got the dude from Iowa State, correct?
That's Penn State. Penn State has Matt Campbell.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Michigan
Yeah, we
hasn't
didn't talk.
hasn't made their hire yet, so they're still evaluating. Ken Dillingham is he stated he's committed to Arizona State right
Yeah,
now.
I don't
Hasn't talked to Michigan. I wouldn't want to
I
go
don't
to
know
this
what
program right now.
they're in a terrible spot, terrible spotlight. Um, a tough division or tough conference. Uh, There's just a lot of negatives, not a lot of positives for going to coach that school.
I
And
mean, you
like,
got the money, it's a prestigious school, but
but you're
it's like
also
it's
like
so tarnished right now.
on a short leash because if you ain't beating Ohio State, you're gonna get fired. Um, I don't know how you come in and just and do that like quickly. Maybe I mean they might let you slide the first year,
Maybe
second
two.
year if you ain't competitive at least in the game. They might start questioning it. By the third year, you're definitely fired. So like you got 3 years max to like beat Ohio State.
But yeah, and I mean, there's a lot going on with that. Like, do you think, like, had Michigan beat Ohio State, do you think they would have still made this move?
Um, no, I don't.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
really don't think so. No, if or if they was in the playoffs, like yeah, he'd be suspended. Um, no, I don't think they would have. Like they weren't winning enough, so they was like, hey, it's easy. Let's let him go, fire him.
yeah, and it was just it was just I don't know that the way that story unfolded, like, because I mean, there's no doubt Sherrone Moore is not the first coach in Division I history to have an affair with a a
Happens all the time
subordinate staffer. It's probably happening on like half the campuses and
in
in
some
college
capacity.
football. And honestly, like it's happened before where coaches get caught doing something like this, they get let go, and then you just stay quiet for a couple of years, and then you make a
Pick up a new
comeback at a
job.
smaller school. You go to like a middle tier school. Unfortunately for Sherrone Moore, he lost his mind after this went down,
Yeah.
broke into her house, threatened to, self-delete. Um, just a lot of things transpired after that. He ended up in jail. He was in court. He was I don't there's no way Sharon Moore could coach again. Like
I
I
don't
just
I don't think so. Is he still in jail?
no, he got out of jail after like he was like held overnight, had to do a court appearance, and then he was able to get out.
I mean, the
But
crazy thing is like he's probably lost everything. Like he's not getting any severance. He's not getting a buyout. He's lost his job. He's probably lost his family. He's probably lost everything. He has three kids, all girls. Um,
yeah, his wife was with him in his first spotted appearance.
oh, okay. Well,
They
maybe,
were they were next. They weren't holding hands, looking happy. You know what I'm saying? They were walking
yeah.
with each other. So,
I mean, maybe he hasn't lost it all. Maybe they tough it out, but
well, I don't know because I mean, like even so, I mean, he's obviously probably has like a little bit of money saved up. I mean,
I would hope.
he's made a few million over the past couple
Well, she
years,
gonna take half of it.
and that's the thing. Even if he has a prenup, a lot of the times adultery
Voids it.
voids prenups.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So
Damn.
he might actually if she divorces him, if that's something she chooses to do, and if she
Hate to see it.
doesn't, she's real loyal. She's a very loyal woman if
I
she
mean,
sticks with him.
maybe she knew. I guess I heard something that like his wife and then the assistant or whatever were like following each other on like social media. So like she knew who she was.
Yeah.
Um,
I saw that same thing where they were
so like
following each other.
maybe his wife knew and was just like, whatever. Like, I mean, we're making money, we're provided for. I don't care. Could be one of those scenarios. No idea, but we'll
Yeah, and I
see.
mean
We will see.
that's the thing when like a professional athlete or somebody, of high status, a lot of the times their spouses know that they have mistresses and they have
Yeah.
side pieces on the road, and I think a lot of the times they just go along with it because they enjoy the lifestyle that comes with being with this guy, and then like worst
Yo.
case scenario, like if he cheats, I could take half the money and then I don't gotta put up with him anymore. So it's kind of like they're playing with like if you're gonna be in that situation, you're better off not getting married. In my opinion, you're better off staying single and just
I mean, he was married before he, ended up getting into this position. Like, I don't know
that
what
is
he was
that is
doing before
true.
Michigan, but I imagine he wasn't getting paid like he was there.
Yeah, I mean he was a offensive lineman at Oklahoma. I think he coached at Central Michigan for a little bit. Then I think he got brought on, lower level staff at Michigan and kind of worked his way up to OC and then to head coach. So I don't know. It's just like if you're a player, you're not going to respect him going forward. Like nobody would ever want to
No,
play for him. So he can't he can't go in the media either. Like he's not going to be able to do that. Like there's just no path for him that involves football, I think, in
not
his
for a
future.
little while, if ever.
And Ohio State fans, I haven't seen a ton of them make a big deal out of this because I mean, if any of you are, just remember how Urban Meyer left and all the circumstances surrounding that. So y'all aren't saints yourself.
Yeah, not a lot of programs are, everybody's got some skeletons in their closet for the most part. Ain't heard a Pete from Penn State. No, they're just like, glad somebody else getting flamed other than us.
And I mean that's the thing is, Michigan has a scandal on the same level of Penn State that really just got swept under the rug and didn't come out for so many years
40
until
years is
after.
crazy.
So I mean that's insane. The Penn State scandal is crazy. I mean, there's a lot of cheating scandals. Obviously, you have the SME
Yeah.
scandals from like the 80s. There's a lot of well-known stuff that goes on behind the scenes, like here in Oklahoma, talking to some older guys who remember being on campus and stuff around the 80s. they've told me that, you know, what's his name? Brian Bosworth was riding around in a Corvette that everybody knew.
He was getting paid.
He got from the school. Like it
Back
was
then,
just
no, back then nobody cared.
just an open secret that he
I
had
mean,
a.
like you're not doing it for the whole team, you're kind of just doing it for the top couple players maybe, but um, yeah, that's nuts. College athletics is crazy, and just the depths of treachery and deceit and shadiness that occurs just across the board is wild. And like even a thing like that's just like it's mostly like you hear about from football. Like there's probably so much craziness that happens on like the soccer teams, the swim teams, the lacrosse teams. It's like you don't hear about it because like no, I don't say nobody cares about them, but they don't get like the national coverage. Unless you're like a dominant team in like OU softball, like they get pretty good coverage when softball season comes around, or
Yeah.
what's some other big programs that sports wise,
You got Oklahoma State wrestling. You got
yeah,
there there's a few others. I mean, there's like Tennessee baseball is pretty big.
yeah.
Um,
I mean,
hmm.
there's not a lot, but I mean, hockey, college hockey is pretty big, but I mean, you just don't hear about anything occurring from any of these other sports, and it has to be happening in some form or fashion.
Yeah, and I mean, and basketball too. A lot of stuff. I mean, you had the Rick Pitino thing coming out a few years
I
ago out of
forgot about
Louisville,
basketball. Yeah,
taking
basketball's massive.
players to gentlemen's clubs, so to speak, and
Crazy.
doing stuff like that to recruit players. Basketball is that has its own thing going on. There's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes in college football that we don't see, and
Well, it was probably so much more prevalent pre like NIL. Like these kids, like they had like everything to lose. Like they couldn't afford to really speak up. They might not have anywhere else to go. Like that might be, their only scholarship offer, or you're like a premier school and maybe you speak out and then you get slandered by the university and then now you have nowhere to go because nobody's gonna want to offer you anything. Because who are they gonna believe, you or the university with all the money and all the lawyers? Um,
yeah, I mean that's
it's
part of
like.
the power struggle for a long time. Like you're saying, if
You
you want
can't
to
say
come
nothing.
forward, if you want to come forward, they're like, oh well, you're gonna lose everything if you come forward.
And I
Nobody's gonna
mean,
believe you.
up until probably like the last like I don't know, like 10 years or so, it was like super frowned upon or looked at negatively if you came out about abuse and stuff like that. Like especially as a male,
Oh yeah,
it just didn't happen. Like it happened, but like it didn't happen. Like it
yeah. I would
nobody
say
believed you.
until like Terry Crews like came out and said something. He was like the
Yeah.
first like male really I feel like come out and really speak out about it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's others, but yeah, I do remember that one. So it's like, and now, it's more especially with social media too. It's like you don't need a news crew to like sell your story. You can sell it yourself. You just got to get some traction and some shares. You got your own money you're getting from NIL potentially, depending on like what sport you're playing. So it's like, the roles are kind of reversed a little bit. The power's shifted more to like the athletes, and you know, I'm sure the abuse still occurs, but it's maybe not. Hopefully, not as often or as
It's harder
much.
to get away with
It's
now.
definitely, and then especially with like, cameras and cell phones and all the ways to record, it's like everything's recorded, so it's super hard to get away with stuff probably on campus, but I don't know. Wild.
It's a wild time. And like I said, Sherrone Moore is not the only guy to do something like this. This is happening all across the country. Coaches are doing stuff like this and they're getting away with it. Unfortunately, Sherrone Moore just didn't have the good judgment to one, not do this in the first place, and then two, like
Like
not to
if he w-
overreact after he got
if
caught.
he would, I think if he would have overreacted and like got arrested, it might have been fine.
If he just like quietly, took the What he really should have done.
I don't even know like what set him off. Like, did she like? When I was thinking, I was like, oh, maybe she was like, wanting him to leave his wife for her, because that I feel like that happens a lot, or
Yeah, that
something like
does
that. I
happen
don't
a
know
lot.
exactly what caused like what set him off. Maybe she stopped, accepting his advances or whatever. Maybe that set him off. It's probably something like that.
From what I'm seeing from the like the kind of speculation and like a little bit of reporting is that he he had been paying her hush money,
Oh,
and then she still came forward to the school, and he was like, I've been paying you all this money and you're gonna still throw me under the bus. And then that's when he
freaked out.
went
I
over
seen
to her
I seen
house.
another thing that he during the Big Ten game against Ohio State, he was like texting like OF people trying to set up like a get together with three other individuals, and like was telling them he was gonna offer them season tickets to Michigan games. Like these are like fans of Michigan, but they make good money, so they could buy their own tickets, and that's kind of like why one of them at least turned them down. But like at halftime, while they're getting pushed around, pushed in by Ohio State. Like, what are you doing, bro? You don't care about the game. He's trying to set something up.
You gotta
He's a
have
menace.
you
He's
gotta
a
have your
menace.
priorities right. And
The
this is
dude,
what this is what I tell guys. This is what I tell younger guys too. You know, when I get the opportunity to talk to them, it's like focus on your purpose, and the women will come after that. Do not center. Do not do everything with
that
the
was
intent of
his
trying to get women. Like,
that
do
was his
not do
purpose.
that.
The dude, Sherrone Moore's for the streets.
Oh my God, it's terrible. Yeah, and I saw like as soon as he got out of jail, he like messaged one of those girls
No, he
and
didn't.
like no, he wasn't like trying to set anything up. He like cussed her out because she screenshotted it and like put it
Oh,
on social media while he was in jail, and was like he was like bitching her out for putting him on blast. So I'm like, dude, just stop. Just
just delete it. Just back away, brother.
go to rehab.
Yeah, for
Like
real. Rehab is where you need to be because that dude is a dog. He's in the streets for the streets. Oh my God.
yeah. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, the Michigan story. You know, there's not a ton to talk about. I think we're just gonna kind of skim through skim through the top
See if any
25.
news pops out.
Yeah, news stories. Oh,
You
Diego
see,
Pavia, that's a good one. Did you see that
I
this
did.
weekend where he posted
He
that
is
story?
he is killing his anything he's got for NFL execs. Like he's killing his draft stock. I don't like what are you doing? Like take your loss with some grace. He's calling out he said F all the voters. He was in the club with like the signs that they got were like the fireworks or the sparklers. It said like F Indiana on it, like with the models walking around. He's in the club like right after the ceremony. Like the dude he lost it and like what are you doing?
He Yeah, I don't understand kind of his mindset right now. Like he's a fiery competitor and I respect that, but I think he's let it go to his head, all this fame and attention
You
he's
could have
got.
said it completely better. You could have been like, oh, the voters got it wrong. I'm a prove them wrong. Something like that. You don't gotta go crazy. Like just maybe word it differently.
And just don't post it on your Instagram story. Maybe go on like
Do
a
it in an
podcast
interview
and
or
talk about it or something. Like you know you're big friends with Theo Vaughn. Like go on his
yeah,
podcast and talk about it or something. Bring
100%.
that up. Granted, I think that's like part of Diego Pavia's problem is he's hanging out with too many like famous people. He's just like
Got a big ego. Like yeah,
he'd make a
he's
great career in media though. I would love to see him on TV.
he's Johnny Manziel 2.0
Yeah, he seems a little bit more stable in terms of substances, but I mean we don't know
for
yet.
now.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
doesn't have all the money yet.
this could have pushed him over the deep end. Like he could be like, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
And I don't know. I think he should like put him on TV. Like throw him on with Stephen A. That'd be interesting. That'd be entertaining.
Uh, that would I like hate Stephen A. and I respect him at the same time. Like he's got some good takes, but the vast majority of the times I'm like, I don't,
Well, I was watching Max Kellerman was doing an interview with Bill Mauer. I can't remember, not Bill Mauer, Bill Simmons, who used to be on ESPN, and he was talking about how Stephen A. He pointed out he's like Stephen A. has no hot takes if you actually watch the show, and I was like, what? I was like, no, that don't make sense. Then he like explained it. He was like, all Stephen A. does is react to the hot takes. That's like his job is just to like overreact to the hot takes, and then
like
the other
take it another
person
level.
says the hot take. So he's like, all Stephen A's takes are just normal takes, but he just like has strong reactions to the hot takes that he usually makes the other host
He's like
kind of bring
capitalizing on
forward.
the momentum a little bit
Yeah, and I mean, I
in
think
a
Stephen
way.
A makes for good TV. I think
Yeah,
he's
it's good content. Like you'll get a laugh or you'll be like, this guy's an idiot. But like you watch him, he definitely gets views. So he definitely got his money well deserved. I definitely agree with that.
yeah, I think he makes about 10
He
million a
made
year.
Yeah, he got a huge deal. So
Yeah, he has one of
um
my favorite quotes. He said he was like, not everybody could be LeBron James, but everybody could be Stephen A. Smith. And I was like, yeah,
yeah,
that's
hell
very
yeah.
true. Um,
Speaking of TV deals, you see how you see Jameis on this past weekend and up in the NFL Network, I think it was
oh, I did see that
on the
actually.
desk. Yeah.
I think he'll make
Oh
a
my
great
God,
television personality.
he's gonna be so good. Everybody's like, just write him a blank check. Like, what does he want? Like, he's gonna like immediately be like top three out of every like I don't even know what you call these people like analysts, I guess, analyst,
Yeah,
or
more of the people that just kind of give their opinions and
they're just talking like.
yeah, analysts is what they usually call
Yeah,
them.
he's immediately gonna be top three. He's gonna be must watch TV. Anybody that cares about the NFL, like you're gonna want to watch whatever channel company he decides to go with. Is I don't think he'll do like commentating or anything. But yeah, he'll be up there with like Gronk and stuff like that and Brady.
Yeah, he'll be really good
It's gonna be must
on
watch.
a show like that. And a lot of these guys they really do make good careers out of the television stuff. So you either have the personality or you don't. I think
Yeah.
like Brady's good, but he's not like that good. You know, like I
Hey,
personally think
I've been seeing some good clips. I seen this one. He was talking about Drake mate throwing a touchdown to like the best tight end in Pat's history, Hunter Henry, and Gronk standing right next to him. He's just trolling him. And like he's getting better, and I think he's getting more confident. And just kind of loosened up a little bit. Like that's something you would never expect to hear from him, and he's just getting more trolly, and it's that like I died.
he is
Gronk was
improved
like,
though. He has improved quite a bit
uh,
over the last year. I mean, he had a lot the first year. Like he did the Super Bowl his first year commentating, which is
wild.
insane. Like to have like that much pressure right away. I still really like Tony Romo. I know a lot of
Tony,
people don't like Tony Romo. I think he's very good.
I agree. I think he's still pretty good. I enjoy listening to him. He is a little bit of a homer on certain players and certain teams. But I mean, I think everybody's got some sort of bias towards something they enjoy, like Chris Collinsworth and Patrick Mahomes is a big one everybody talks about. I've seen so many meme videos about Collinsworth after he found out Mahomes tore his ACL. It was like it's hilarious. Um,
I was seeing some of those as well. I was seeing it was like Dylan Raiola's got to tear his ACL now. Like,
yeah,
he already broke his leg though, so he probably don't need to.
he's got to transfer to Texas Tech, man. He's got to.
He's going to. He's in the portal.
Yeah, he just entered the portal, I think,
He's going to
yesterday.
Texas Tech. There's no way he's not. Because isn't Morton like leaving any a
I,
senior?
I think so.
So they need a
I don't know why
quarterback.
I don't know why you would do that. I think Texas Tech's backup's pretty good. With the full off season under his belt and first team reps, and they're gonna reload. They got the money to do it, so they're gonna have a good team again. Um,
I feel
not
like
a t
Raiola could be good though. I mean, I think wasn't he like the number one quarterback out of this
Yeah,
class.
he's a five-star quarterback coming out of high
He was
school.
committed to Georgia initially,
I'm not sure where he's gonna go. I think he should go to not like, the top school, but maybe somebody a little under that, but like well established. Nebraska, I feel like they don't know what they're doing. They can't build a team to save their life.
and they gave
Um,
Matt Rule another extension this year.
I mean, I think he's doing okay. Like, what else are you gonna get, honestly? Like that, I
But
think
is
that's
he
that's the
is he
thing.
doing better than what they had
No,
before,
probably not.
really?
It's probably about the same. But
They did pretty good with what was that one guy's name? Bo Pinelli, was that his name?
was that
Um
before Scott Frost?
yeah, like the guy before Scott Frost. He was doing okay. I think he went to the Big Ten championship and then they like that wasn't good enough. He wasn't like getting national
Well, I mean,
championships.
Scott Frost wasn't like a terrible hire. Like he was on fire. Like he was a hot commodity. It's like, I mean,
UCF, yeah.
you can't fault him for like, reaching and trying. Like it's not their fault. He just didn't deliver. I mean, it's unfortunate. It happens. Like my school's in the same boat. Um, so it does happen. But I am curious where he's gonna go. Like LSU needs a quarterback.
Miami's gonna need one. Carson Beck's
Miami's
out of
gonna need a
there.
quarterback. Indiana.
I mean, honestly, Florida and Florida State are probably looking.
I don't think we're looking at him though.
I think actually, I would assume if Retzloff is available after the playoffs, he probably goes to Florida with his coach. I would assume.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. And then Lagway at Florida entered the portal too.
I
Yeah,
think he's still very talented. I think
he is very talented.
I still see a lot of potential in him.
I think he needs a good coach. Like I think if you put him on like Indiana with a good coach, a good developer, I think it'd be kind of night and day difference. Billy Napier's not. He's not the bad. I don't think Billy Napier's a bad coach, but I don't think he's a great coach. Like Florida might have just been too big for him.
Yeah, I think he'll do great at James Madison for a school of that
Yeah, I
size,
think I think
but
so too.
a bigger school, and that'd be really interesting. Like, what if Lagway went to James Madison? That would be like he would tear the group of five up probably. I
I
I would
mean,
assume.
I don't know what their relationship was like. I don't know if they, how Lagway even feels about Napier. I don't really care about Florida and their dynamics. I don't look at it at all. So it would be interesting to see.
And hey, maybe I think it'd be worth taking a look at Colorado. Colorado, they
Nah,
they
they still
need
have
to.
that freshman five-star.
Yeah, he started I think a game or two.
You can't move on from him that quick. That'd be terrible. A bad idea. You gotta at least give him another try next year,
Yeah, I mean, I guess next year will probably be his first like full year of really, really,
probably.
being the guy. And I guess you gotta do your due diligence with a 5-star player like that and try it out. I've just learned, the hard way that 5 stars are not all that they
Yeah,
are made out to be. And then if you look at the NFL guys, like most of them weren't
or
five
not. There's
stars.
there's not very many five stars that actually make it to the
They're usually
NFL
like 3 stars, 4 stars, even like
or
a
no
guy like Josh
stars.
Josh Allen, like a 0-star player.
It's kind of nuts. It's like, you gotta find the diamonds in the rough
I mean,
because those are the
Mendoza's going to be the
people.
first overall pick, and he was a 2-star.
Those are the people that are like like hungry the most. They're the most, you know, uh, moldable players that are gonna like listen to you. They're not chasing the money. They're looking to make like a name for themselves. They're trying to get an education for like probably first and foremost. 'Cause, as a zero-star recruit, like you're I mean, obviously, yeah, you want to make it to the NFL, but like being a realist, you're like, okay, I'm on a small school. What are the chances I even make it to begin with? So I'm just trying to get a degree, and then you might have a good year and tear it up, and you can transfer to a bigger school. Like
Yeah,
I feel like those are the players you want to build your team around. Like look at Indiana; they don't have a single five-star on their team. It's all about finding the players that care and that are gonna play for your team and that want to be great and that want to be coached and ultimately that have some talent to begin with, but you just have to find it.
Yeah, and I mean that's another thing is like I think a lot of the times like certain players just want to improve. Like they just want to get better every practice.
Yeah.
Like that's their main goal. And if you just do that day after day after day, by the time you look up, you're one of the best players in the country. Shea in the NBA, he was talking about that, when he won MVP last year was just like I honestly just tried to get better every day and just took it one day at a time. And like now here I am, I'm the MVP. And
Yep.
that's really like the attitude a lot of those, the guys we're talking about, like the two, three stars, no stars, mess to maker type of guys, that's kind of their focus. When you're a 5 star, you're already thinking, you're coming in thinking like, oh, I just need to be here a couple years and I'm going to the league. And that's, you're just waiting to go to the league. You're not really hungry
Yeah.
while you're in college, and that's
And also with
derails
that
some
being
of these
said,
guys.
like you also have to have like a at least a decent coaching staff to like help them develop. Like you can't just have a bunch of bums on your team, like terrible QB coaches and like a bad head coach, or like they're
Yeah,
not
that's
going to
also
be.
true.
It's like there's a little bit. It's got to be on each side, at least a little bit.
Yeah, and then also, guys that their offensive coordinator changes every year. That's a
Yeah,
problem.
that's rough.
Because I mean, looking at a guy like Jackson Arnold, for example, who's in the portal again,
Again, yeah.
um, his first year, Jeff Lebby, while he was sitting behind Dylan Gabriel,
I wonder if he goes to Mississippi State.
that would I think he needs to get out of the SEC. That's what I think
Yeah,
he
it's
needs to
it's too
do.
hard for him. He don't his style of play don't really fit there.
I think he should go to like
Big 12
I
or
think yeah, I think
ACC.
I think he should go to like is the TCU guy leaving? Like maybe like something
Go
like
to
that.
Syracuse.
Yeah, like do a Kyle McCord kind of move. Go to I mean even you can even go to like a group of 5 team, honestly. Like
Yeah.
go to North
James
Texas when
Madison.
when Mestmaker leaves. Is that where James Madison is?
They're in the American.
I just don't know where James Madison is actually
I
located.
don't know where it's located, but same conference as North Texas.
Yeah, they're in the
I
American.
think, right? Or no, James Madison's in the Sun Belt, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they are. They won the Sun
Yeah.
Belt this past year. So I mean, I think you got to get out of the SEC if you're Jackson Arnold. It didn't work out in Auburn. Didn't
And I
work
mean,
out in
he's not
Oklahoma.
gonna get picked up by a big school. So like if you
Yeah.
want to stay in that conference, you're gonna be on the Mississippi States. Like you couldn't get it done at Auburn, who's probably right now a bottom half SEC team. Like what Kentucky?
Yeah, and they who did they hire as their coach?
I don't know.
They hired it was somebody. Let me look it up.
I'm not sure.
Kentucky. I saw they made the hire. Kentucky new head coach. Um, it is going to be Will Stein, coming in from Oregon, offense coordinator at Oregon, taking over Kentucky. So,
Not bad.
going from a defensive coach like Mark Stoops, you're going into now an offensive
Whoops.
team. Oh, teams
Flacco.
LSU would be insane. Um, going with Lane Kiffin right
Yeah.
away
I
would
guess
be
Sam Leavitt's the number one portal target from Arizona State.
for the Tigers. That's who they're going after right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I guess. Yeah.
Clemson, I mean, Klubnik's leaving. I don't know. Dabo
Oh,
doesn't seem to like to bring
Sellers
in.
re-signed with South Carolina.
Yeah, he's not
That
going to the
man.
league.
That man would have. Yeah, I wouldn't either. He had a rough year. That man would
He was
have.
still projected to go first round even during all that, so I was a little bit
He
surprised.
would have made some money if he hit the portal.
Yeah, I think South Carolina, he must be thinking they're gonna do something with their O line.
They have to.
Giants, Jets move up to number one, and then they take probably Mendoza.
Oh, the Jets would take Mendoza. Yeah, we would get both of their first round picks, 7 and 18. That would actually be really nice. I do think we do finish at 1. And there's really nothing at 1 that we should take. Like, we don't need a quarterback. That's kind of all the top picks right now. I've heard the right tackle from Utah, Fasano or whatever
Yeah, I've
I think
also
is his
heard of
name, and then
what's that guy from Alabama going Proctor. going to the Giants.
And I've also heard wide receiver, but it would be stupid to draft a receiver this early. So yeah, trading back, you could probably get Fasano maybe right there at 7, and then take a receiver at 18, if this is actually a potential option. That might be the best option. Two first round picks to drop 6 spots, like, and then the Raiders would take a quarterback. So it's
Dante Moore
two.
going that early is like a little bit earlier than I would think.
Apparently, a lot of people think he's like the most ready. I haven't watched enough of him to really speak otherwise on that, but
He was a top three guy coming out of high school. Went to UCLA as like the second or third best quarterback in his class. I think he was right behind Arch Manning in terms of that. I mean,
he's had
he's
a
on
decent
Oregon.
year.
They've had a very good year. They haven't
But
played high level competition, which
oh, I'd be
but then
sick.
again, you got a guy like Josh Allen who went to like Wyoming. He didn't play high level competition either. So I guess
Yeah, but I mean,
it
Josh
doesn't
Allen
even
was like
matter.
a freak athlete. You could just tell on paper. Like he was like a he had a weird like build that like you ain't really like. He was like a Ben Roethlisberger that was like fast. Like
True.
yeah, you don't see that very often, and like even like when you do, like almost no matter what level you see it, it kind of like, okay, this guy, as long as he can like throw and like pass effectively, like maybe I don't know if you can maybe teach that art, like you know the whole teaching old dogs new tricks type thing. Like maybe his passing mechanics are too bad, but if they aren't, and you can get him to be an effective passer, like that type of like body style and like what he's able to do, like that's a huge hit. And there's just not many people out there like that at quarterback.
Yeah, that is true. It's
There's
kind
like
of a rare
none,
sight to have like
none.
that size,
He's fucking
that
massive.
movement, also great arm strength,
Yes,
um, pretty accurate passer. Um, you're
great guy too.
not always the best decision maker with the ball in his hand. Um,
It happens though when you like you're doing so much, like you're running, you're doing all these things, like probably you probably have so much going on in his head, like you know what I mean. It's bound to happen. Like you just your brain's firing so fast.
yeah, I mean it's almost impossible not to throw interceptions, and also he has a big issue, which he won't have to worry about this year, but like he cannot handle the Chiefs in the playoffs. So maybe
Maybe this
this
is
is
it. Yeah, this is honestly the worst place you could go. Like the Raiders have nothing. Not like
they're a complete joke right now.
I would rather go to the Jets, man. Like they have Brock Bowers, that's it, and I guess Genty, but
Genty's
they're
been all right.
like yeah, I get you could maybe work with that, but they have like no O line. They traded their best receiver. Like I would be upset going here. So it sucks to be Dante Moore, but Arvil Reese, probably the best defense
He's a
player.
very great
That'd be good for
linebacker.
them. Number one receiver going off at 4. That would be unfortunate for. I guess we wouldn't have a chance to get him picking at 7 and 18. So
Yeah, I mean
it is what it
the
is.
Browns
But
they need just
this is
about
a
everything they
stacked
need.
receiver class, like stacked. So there's plenty
I do
to.
think the Browns have something in Shador. They need to
I
fire
think
their coach.
I think so too.
Because
Yeah,
their coach
he
is like
looks.
actively trying to sabotage Shador.
Yeah,
Um,
Chidori looks pretty solid. They got to get rid of Deshaun Watson's contract. Um, get rid of him. You could let Gabriel back up Shador,
I think like I don't know why did like they should
or
trade Dylan Gabriel and let him get an
I
opportunity
guess.
somewhere
I
else
mean,
because
you definitely want like some sort of veteran presence in the quarterback room. So maybe that's why they're keeping Deshaun, because I mean he has been around for a while. And then if God forbid something happens and he has to play, like he's not terrible. He's not great anymore, but he might be
yeah, I
able to
think
do some.
they should definitely seek out a more veteran presence over the offseason to back up Shador if that's what they're, leaning on doing. I'm trying to think of a guy out there that's like
Go
really,
get Philip Rivers after he's done at Indy,
yeah, or isn't Kirk Cousins just, been kind of
wasting away on Atlanta. I mean, he's actually playing. He's playing the
he's
rest of the
playing now
year.
because Penix is hurt, but it's like
Yeah,
if y'all aren't going to keep him, like, but he also has a giant contract, so you can't really do that if you're the Browns.
yeah.
Saints they need O line. for sure.
First lineman. I'm surprised by Tyler Shook or Shaw or Schuff, well, however the hell you say this. Nobody knows how to say his name. Um, so first lineman there, that would give them some help. Their offense is kind of just aging away. Kamara, Olave. Um, but I mean, I don't know what else you would take.
They just don't have a
Uh,
whole lot going on. I mean, and that's the thing with the quarterbacks this year as well. Like Shaw, um, you got Dart, you got Shador, you got Cam Moore. Like
None of
I,
them are
I I
like
don't hate any of them, but
killing it.
I don't feel sold on any of them. Like a
I
long
mean, to
term.
to be fair, they all have something like negative going for them in some form or fashion. Like Shador's got a coach that's trying to get him murdered, in any form or fashion. The Giants, we're a absolute. We have no defense.
Then I mean Scatterboo, you know,
Number
he
one
had that
receivers out. Our
injury.
our best running backs out. He's doing what he can. And then the Saints are an absolute mess. And also, he didn't even
And same
he
thing with the
hasn't play
Titans as well.
he hasn't played the whole year. And the Titans are dog shit. So I mean, they're all in just bad situations. Like it's not. I don't think there's. You could put I don't know. You could put Joe Burrow on any of those teams, and maybe the Giants are maybe the little bit the best established, but or the Browns maybe because they have a better defense. Yeah, probably the Browns would be the best fit. Like if you took the best quarterback and put him on the Browns, like would they be winning? Would they be winning games? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. That defense is so good.
I mean, you would think. I mean,
You would think.
they had a pretty good quarterback that won them a playoff game that they just
Yeah, they did.
traded away for nothing. Um,
Yeah.
but but
Uh,
it is what it is.
the Commanders, man, I don't know. Like I feel like they can't get nothing going. They be taking all these players on defense in the top picks. They don't work out. Like the one that jumps on my mind is that edge rusher they took from Ohio State a few years back.
I don't know who you're talking about. I can't
He's
remember his
not even on the
name.
team. What the hell was his name? I don't remember, but you
Yeah,
know what
and
I'm talking about.
they just decided to shut down the quarterback. I don't know why his
Yeah,
name's
Jaden
escaping me.
Daniels. He
Yeah,
re-aggravated his elbow.
he's shut down for the season, so they're just gonna let him go. So
So there's like nothing that they can do. You can almost take whatever you want, and it ain't gonna matter. Uh,
that's a
I'm
he's the great receiver.
I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with taking a receiver, but it's like receiver or right tackle. These are the two picks. It's like it's got to be one of these two, unless maybe like if like Arvell Reese falls in some parallel universe, then like 100% jump on that. But 'cause Abdul Carter ain't doing shit. I'm cool with it though. We'd have a very high-powered offense if Jackson Dart can throw the ball better. So, and Neighbors, if he comes back, is as good as he was.
I mean, if you get Neighbors back, Scatterboo back, you guys get another receiver. Um,
We'd
you
be
know,
that'd be a pretty good three. Neighbors, Wandell, and Tyson. Like that's pretty solid. I'd be cool with it. We need to hit on all of our other picks on all defense. Like we have like the one of the worst defenses in history. I think it's bad. Our running defense is abysmal.
Cardinals are in a weird position because I'm pretty sure they are probably going to part ways with
I think
Kyler over
so.
this offseason. So I
Jacoby
would
Brissett's been like playing really well though. So I think they probably get what they can for Kyler. I don't know if they have to just let him go or if they're able to trade him. I think they rock with Jacoby Brissett for next year. I mean, they're probably not gonna, go crazy. They'll probably be a top 10 pick again, and maybe you trade up and get a quarterback
maybe
in
there's
next year's
somebody
class.
they like more next year that they
Arch
could,
Manning, if they,
yeah, if he develops
it's
the
gonna be
way
the
people
the
thinks.
tanking season next year because he's the hot commodity.
Yeah, assuming he
Has a good year
is
next year.
good.
Kill
Caleb Downs,
Jesus Christ, the Rams get Caleb Downs. That the defense is disgusting already. Like that, they don't need anything. Like this team doesn't need anything. and they're just up in here at 9 because they have Atlanta's first round pick. Like they have like two losses. Like this team is busted. This team is really good.
Yeah, it's been a weird year because Matt Stafford's having like just a crazy like resurgence. Um,
Yeah,
like he looked like he was done for like last year and the year before, and then he's just like, boom, I'm back. Like I'm like this. I'm
yeah.
actually having my best year I've ever had. Uh,
I think it would. I don't know who their backup is in
is it
LA,
still
but
Garoppolo or did he?
it might be. But I think they would like maybe in one of the late round picks. It probably wouldn't hurt to maybe pick a quarterback up, just like let him sit. Stafford is getting up there in age.
I would even like honestly like
Maybe another
I,
receiver to help in case Devontae goes down.
you might actually honestly take a quarterback earlier, like
Yeah,
way
maybe not
earlier.
like maybe like top
Maybe
maybe
like
third
first
round.
round, maybe like first
Nah.
round.
Well, let me. Do they even have their own first round pick?
Like if they have like the
We'll
32nd pick,
we'll
I
get
would
there. We'll get
say.
there.
I mean, because like if you
Uh,
look at like the Packers did it with Jordan Love, and they also did it with
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Patriots took Garoppolo like second round. Like sometimes you just gotta, or even the Chiefs with Alex Smith, they picked Mahomes up very early when they didn't even really need him yet. Technically, they had a pretty good quarterback
Well, at this
in
point, there would
place.
be Ty Simpson would still be on the board potentially. Um,
Yeah, his stock's slipping a little bit because earlier in the season, he was looking like a top two pick. It's
yeah,
starting to
Kate
it's starting to
Klubnik would
slip.
be. I'm pretty sure he's going to declare, so he'd be available probably at the end of the first round. Ty Simpson probably not, but yeah, this would be an absolute slammer of a pick. Like Caleb Downs is a awesome safety. So the rich get richer in this scenario. What did they even get this for? It doesn't even say. Like, how did they get this pick? Did is it when maybe Atlanta traded up to get Penix and something like that? Maybe.
That actually makes a lot of sense
So I'm
because
thinking like, what else does
'cause then the Rams had like a bad year not too long ago. It was like
what does the Falcons have from Atlanta or from LA to to get them in this position? It's gotta be that, but I don't think Atlanta even traded up. I think they was picking it like 8, and Penix they just took him when he fell to him.
yeah,
I'm
actually
pretty
I
sure.
don't think they traded for that pick either. Now that you say that,
How
I
did they
don't.
get? I don't know how they get. I
Yeah,
wish it was.
I don't even.
But
I
yeah,
don't know.
this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. I'd be sick if I was in the division. Uh,
Bengals, they just need help everywhere right now, really.
that defense is bad. I think they probably. If I'm Joe Burrow, I'm gone. I'm demanding a trade. He's already done. Do you see that press conference where he was like, kind of like, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore,
Yeah, I did see
basically.
that.
But this would be a really good pick. Him and Trey Hendrickson would probably tear some stuff
Yeah, because
up.
he was hinting at an early retirement is what he was doing. Um, because he was just like, I'm not having fun.
I mean, if the Bengals want to be absolute assholes, they could just be like, okay, retire then. What now? Like you're not gonna fleece us. Like we already this already happened to us with Carson Palmer. Like we're not doing this again. And they're a terrible organization, and they probably do that. So you're just gonna like, oh, okay, Joe Burrow's just walking off into the sunset, prime of his
Hey,
career, pulling
some
a
people it worked for Andrew Luck. He just did it, and
yeah,
that was it.
yep. I
Um,
don't know much about him.
solid.
Sure,
Edge rusher.
Dolphins.
Dolphins could use it. They're another team that could use help pretty much anywhere they could get it. Ravens, they need a
Their
lot of
defense is
help.
bad. Defense is really bad.
Somebody was like, watch the Ravens part ways with John Harbaugh, and then he takes the Michigan job.
That'd be nuts. Jeremiah Love to the Chiefs. Nasty, nasty
I
work.
hope that doesn't happen. I hope that.
Nasty, nasty work.
I have seen some mock drafts having Jeremiah Love going as high as 6 to the Commanders,
That'd be
which
stupid.
which would be interesting.
That would be the dumbest thing the Commanders could do. They don't need a running back. They don't need receivers. Like they need either like maybe some offensive line or they need a defense. Like
I don't know, but you could also just like draft
it's
best player
stupid.
instead of for need, because sometimes drafting for need just gets you like,
They don't need it though. They have like two decent running backs, with the fucking old Wild Bill and I think Chris Rodriguez is the other dude's name. Like they're solid running backs. Like they don't need it.
yeah, running backs just like I feel like Jeremiah Love is one of those running backs that could last a decade, and
Yeah, but
a lot of running backs fizzle out after a couple years. I
I
mean,
guess
I would probably just take the best player available unless it's like a quarterback. Obviously, like you
something you
don't
don't really need.
like. I mean, quarterback's the only one I wouldn't take like two of. You know what I mean? Like you don't need a second quarterback, but you could always use another running back. You could always use
I
another
guess.
receiver. You can always use more O line.
Yeah.
Um, any other position. Because I mean, I just like I know this is like basketball. It's a little bit different, but I just think back to when the Warriors took James Wiseman when they had the second overall pick and they had LaMelo Ball sitting there at number three. It's like why did you guys do that? I get they needed a center.
That happens in basketball all the time.
Like I get you need a center, but like he's very good. Like he's the better player. Just take the better player. I feel like you
Yeah.
could do the same thing in the NFL sometimes because that's how you get guys like teams striking out on O line just like over and
All
over and
that
over
the
again.
Giants. We can't draft offensive line to save our damn life. So yeah, I actually can maybe I hope we don't draft the linemen. We can't draft them. It is doesn't happen.
Because I mean, a lot of the times it's kind you're kind of reaching a little bit because like you're just like okay, like the best player like available is like something we don't technically need, but we really need to know line, so we're
Oh,
gonna take this O lineman even though he's not.
and like tackles specifically is where most teams strike out. And then but like you gotta think like the talent that in college you're playing tackle wise is like maybe depending on like the conference you're in, you're playing 5 to 6 good maybe edge rushers. In the NFL, you're playing great edge rushers every single game,
Yeah,
every single game. So it's like if they're not really that great, they're gonna get exposed immediately. Um, and that's just how it is. It's like you're gonna whiff on left and right tackle super often, and it's kind of it's unfortunate. That's a super hard position to fill.
yeah, it
Like
is.
for great ones. There's not very many great tackles. Yeah, this would be just kind of gross. That offense would be kind of nasty. I would like to see it. I think it could be fun. Could be fun. Sonny Styles to the Cowboys would be nice. He's really good. I think CJ Allen's pretty good. The name sounds very familiar, but I'm not really familiar with Georgia's game like that. Panthers they need some help. Offense is coming along. Bryce Young is kind of coming along. They're
They're
getting a
in
little
first
better,
place
so
in the NFC South, which is
kind of nuts.
they're I mean I ultimately I think the Buccaneers will probably end up walking away with that spot, but
Yeah, we'll
that
see.
they're fighting for it. It's very close.
We'll see. We'll see. Lions taking a tackle.
Fine,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess.
Cornerback for the sure, absolutely. Our secondary is hot ass. So run it. Tight end for a Bucks. Well, that seems a weird pick. I don't think they really.
He's a very good tight end though.
Yeah, but I mean, K Dotton's fine. Just re-sign him. You don't need this. You could take you could take Mekhi Lemon. He's still right there. Mike Evans is fucking 40.
Best
What?
player available.
No, he's not the best player. You got Mekhi Lemon. He's probably arguably the best receiver in college football. If not,
I like the kind of
no, this
the
is stupid.
versatility
That is
you get
stupid.
out of the tight end though.
Mike Evans is 32 and Chris Godwin is 30. How often are you going to be picking down here with maybe a generational wide receiver sitting there? This is Egbuka 2.0.
He's not that good. I mean, he's
He's
okay.
he's
Like
pretty good.
I would rather take the tight end. Like
No, no,
honestly,
fuck that, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. I mean, yeah, you're just praying Mike Evans is gonna be as good as he normally is next year, and Chris Godwin's still coming back from his injury, and he's not. He's played like 3 games, I think. He's been out almost a whole year. So like, I mean, I guess yeah, they do have Jalen McMillan still, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers do need another receiver. So, but the Steelers' offense is fucking annoying. They don't throw to the receivers. I don't know. That's weird. I don't like their offense. It annoys me. It's too. I don't even know how to explain it. It's not fun to watch.
It's not really changed in the past like 50 years either.
Cornerback to the Eagles. Sure, makes sense. Texans defense getting better, annoying. Their defense is really good. Bears defense, sure.
Having a decent year.
Chargers
Um,
draft an offensive lineman every year. That team cannot stay healthy to save their life. Whoever their strength and conditioning coach is, or their team doctor, fired. Gotta go. It's every year they're just devastated by injuries.
yep, Justin Herbert, hopefully, just keeps getting hurt, has no success. That's what he gets for taking my girl. Um,
See rid of the
Buffalo
Bills.
Bills. I mean,
Their
yeah,
offense is like kind of annoying as shit too. That's like they don't throw. They don't even need a number one receiver. They just throw. They just spread the ball around too much. I don't know.
doesn't never hurts. You can never have too many good receivers. Proctor
Nope.
down all the way at the Browns. I thought he'd go a little bit higher up, but I mean, fair enough.
Probably needed.
He's a huge guy.
Yeah.
Cowboys
Another
taking
defensive
the edge
player.
rusher. That's needed.
Loading up.
Seahawks going corner. You
So
definitely
it's
make an argument that
assuming
corner. Ty
the
Simpson got the Rams. Yeah, that's what
Broncos.
I was just talking about. Yeah, take a quarterback into the first round.
See, I called the pick too. Look at that. So assuming the Rams and the Broncos make the Super Bowl, Pat's taking a cornerback. Yeah, I don't put him out there with Christian Gonzalez, lock some shit down.
Can never have too many cornerbacks.
So what is that? Three quarterbacks in the first round on this? One, Dante
Yeah, we're looking
Moore,
at Ty
four.
Simpson, Dante Moore. Who was the other one?
Was it four?
Because we're looking at Fernando Mendoza, Dante
Dante
Moore,
Moore,
and then
Ty
was it Ty
Simpson.
Simpson? Or is there another one I'm like overlooking?
Maybe I think it might be just be three. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
okay, it
just
is
three.
just three. Not actually less than I thought.
It's not really a super crowded quarterback
No,
class,
it's
which is like it's weird because a couple of years ago we had that one where we had like six first round
that was
quarterbacks.
two years
It was like
ago.
Michael Penix,
Jaden Daniels, Caleb
Jaden
Williams.
Daniels, Caleb Williams. I can't even remember who all was
Um,
taken in the first round that year, but it was crazy. Anthony Richardson. Was that year? Yeah, I think it was.
I don't think Anthony Richardson went that year. Was it?
Maybe it was the year after.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, it was Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May.
Yep.
Um, I can't remember like yeah, Michael Penix, and then
KJ McCarthy?
JJ McCarthy, and then there's one more. There's like a sixth one in that first round because I remember it was like six in the first round, and I was like, what?
Mm,
Maybe it was Anthony
was
Richardson.
it Spencer Rattler?
Nah, he went. Remember, he went like fifth round or something like that. I can't really remember who that was. Let's see. It was the
Early next year
2024
Heisman
draft.
predictions.
I'm going Maker because he's going to Indiana. That's
Jeremiah Smith, obviously. It's got to be there to begin with. Julian Sayin, yep. Running it back. Stockton, Malachi Tony, Arch Manning,
oh,
Chambliss,
Bo Nix. That was the other one in
Bo
the first
Nix,
round.
Ahmad Hardy, Marcel Reed. Uh,
Did Chambliss get another year of eligibility?
I guess he's already on the
Does it
list.
say
Submitted a waiver.
for another season of
I
eligibility?
mean, it doesn't state, but
So
I guess
it
he is
it
gonna.
hasn't been decided yet, but obviously if he comes back, he's looking. I'm Marcel Reed. Obviously, he's gonna be looking like a top
Why
prospect.
is this guy on here?
Hey, he may
Oh, is it?
maybe
Oh, he transferred from Hawaii, right? No, maybe not.
he's
Okay.
staying at Cal. So I guess he was thinking about leaving.
I
He's
thought this was the
staying.
quarterback from Hawaii. I was like, oh, that dude is nuts.
Yeah, I think that guy is supposed to be very good. Lacey
Okay.
at Ole Miss. I'm surprised. He might leave. Maava,
Lava.
obviously very good
There's
player.
our boy.
He's not gonna be. He is not
Slay.
gonna be. Will he join at Oklahoma State? I
Man,
hope not.
he would tear some shit up at Oklahoma State. Like he would
I
probably
hope he
throw
doesn't.
for what did he throw for this year? 4,000? He might throw for 6,000 at Oklahoma State. They don't play nobody. Unless they run into like Texas Tech. If they play Texas Tech next year, that's like BYU. Those are the only two good defenses in that conference.
CJ Carr, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's
We'll
pretty much
see
just
about
every
that one.
quarterback that's had a somewhat decent
Yeah,
season.
that's not leaving. Yeah, Ahmad Hardy, obviously.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith, is he like he can't leave yet, can he?
Uh-uh.
That's insane because he doesn't feel
Well,
like
yeah,
he should
if
even be in
no,
college
he
anymore.
shouldn't. He should be able to go this year. Like that's I don't know. In that draft list,
He's
I
too
was like,
good to
"Where's
have to play
Jeremiah
another
Smith?" I was like,
year.
"Where's Jeremiah Smith at?" That's why like the first wide
Oh
receiver,
my.
I was like confused, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, he can't come out yet."
Ooh, they're gonna have Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sam both coming back. On top of that, they got Bo Jackson at running back coming
Yeah,
back.
that
On top of that, they just signed the number one wide receiver in the country in the out of the recruiting class. He's probably
Ohio
like just
State
ready to go already.
ain't losing to nobody until the playoffs,
Oh
and
my
then
God, they're gonna be good
yeah,
again.
yeah, 100%. Uh, oh shit, 100%, 100%. See anything else on here? I think we already did our kind of predictions for
Yeah,
the
we kind of
bracket.
predicted that. Yeah, there's not a
Yeah,
whole lot
there's
to really talk about.
nothing too crazy that's happened though that we haven't already discussed. With the
Yeah, I'm trying to think
draft
of like
rankings for no reason, just cause.
I'm trying to think if there's any other like low key coaching moves, but I can't really recall anything big. Like Will Stein to Kentucky was a decent move.
Anything out of OU? I know for us we lost our quarterback coach or we fired Sertan for some reason. I don't still have no idea. It's our best recruiter. Quarterback coach is taking the offensive coordinator job at Buffalo, I think. So we lost our QB coach.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for
Our
OU.
GM or who's above the athletic director?
Yeah, there's like
I think it's the G.
a
I think it's
general
GM.
manager. I mean, they're kind of like
I don't remember what spot he is, but he left to go to UCLA. Um, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I think so far we've had 9 players at the portal. Um, nobody's super crazy. We lost Jalen Lucas. He might go back to Indiana. Um, yeah, I don't know.
it's still early. Like a lot of big names
We
haven't
had a
really entered the portal yet.
decent early signing. Um, Still don't know if we're gonna pursue a quarterback or not. It's kind of like 60-40 from what I'm seeing, whether we want to rock with Sperry and O'Neal and just let them battle it out, or do we want to bring a portal QB in to let him compete as well? Um, most of the people want to just rock with what we got and spend that money elsewhere.
Yeah, I would just give Sperry a shot. I mean, you could just redshirt O'Neal for
Yeah,
his first year, and then Sperry works out. Whatever. I mean, and also you got like 4 games you can play O'Neal in just to kind of
but I
see
mean,
what he's got.
Norvell's life's on the line, so it's like whatever he thinks he's got to do, he's gonna do it. You know, if
Yeah.
what he's seen in Sperry ain't enough to where he feels confident, like we're gonna win enough games to keep him employed, he's gonna bring somebody in if he thinks it's gonna work out better. We'll see.
Yeah, and I mean that's another thing. And then I guess like for OU, nobody's obviously because we're in the playoffs, nobody's really done
Yeah,
anything. We had one receiver enter the portal, but he left the team like during the season. What's his name? Jaden what was that guy's name? He was like one of our Jaden Gibson. He was really good, but he like tore his ACL. He just been hurt like since he's been at OU since 2023. He had a really good year and then just been hurt the whole time. So he just
yeah,
left. Um, and he was part of that group last year. That was just the receivers were all hurt. So it was just better for him to leave. He's the only guy in the portal. There's talk about Michael Hawkins right now entering the portal. He's not going to do it during the playoffs because he might actually get a chance to play depending on how Mateer does and
yeah. I
it,
think if he doesn't get to play, I think he should go because Mateer's obviously gonna come back. And they're not going to choose Hawkins over Mateer, just based off of how far Mateer's gotten you. More so the defense,
yeah.
but.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
like personally,
I mean,
I would
you got to
rather have
think about
Michael
it like
Hawkins next year.
you guys had a good defense, so it's a little hard to compare because like you guys had a great defense last year, but you also had no receivers with Hawkins. This year you got a great defense again, but you have receivers. It's like it's hard to compare the two, um, but you almost have to
Yeah.
go with on paper what's gotten you so this far. And before he got hurt, he was playing really well. So
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I guess that you're kind of banking on like Mateer coming back to like what he was at the start of
yeah,
the season. That's
which
what you're hoping for.
I think
But
he will.
also, like, I don't know, Hawkins, like, it'll be like year three in development. I feel like he could really evolve. He was his dad like tweeted something out because, Mateer threw those three interceptions against LSU. And he was like, well, last year when Jackson or Mike was doing that, it was like like a no-brainer to bench him.
Yeah.
But like for Mateer, it's like, oh no, they can't
But I
because
mean,
he's what's
you
the
guys had nothing on the line though at that point. It's like at that point when Mateus doing it, like the season was on the line. So it's like, do you want to throw off the rhythm of the team, the receivers, the snap count for the line? Like I feel like there's a lot that goes into play with like benching a quarterback like mid game like that, like a big game that you have to win. You know,
See, I
Eh,
mean, and that's like that's the
eh,
reason I wanted him to be benched though, because I'm like, you're throwing three interceptions in a game
well, yeah,
we
he's
have to
obviously
win. Like,
throwing. He's obviously throwing bad balls, but like you switch out Hawkins for him. It's like there's a lot of factors that kind of go into play too.
yeah, I mean, it could backfire, it could, but I'm just like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Season's online, we're throwing three interceptions. Like, it was like when that happened, against Tennessee last year when we were well, I think we were still undefeated. And Jackson Arnold, turned it over three times. It was like, yo, like throw Hawkins in there and we'll just see what we got. I feel like, like if this happens in the playoffs, like if we start really bad against Bama, it's like
you cooked.
let's just throw
Well,
Hawkins in and just like let's just go for it. But I mean, I get it. I think a lot of it has to do with like it's like a politics game because
a little bit.
Arbuckle was Mateer's Arbuckle's guy. Like they came from Washington State together.
Yep.
So Arbuckle he's not gonna make that change. Like Venables will have to be the one to make that call if it needs to happen. And
And
I don't
I think
know.
that 100% should come from the coach. Like it's his team, it's if he wants it to happen, it's gonna happen. But I
I
maybe
mean,
maybe he wanted it to happen, and maybe Venables was like, no. Maybe maybe the conversation was had real quick on the sideline, like do you want to make a change? Like, what do you want to do? No, let's ride. That could have happened. We don't know.
yeah, I mean, we've been seeing like Venables kind of get on Mateer, which
Yeah.
is like it's unusual to see him like get on the offensive guys. He's normally like lets the offense coordinator do that, and he's like on the defensive guys. But I've seen him get in
Hey,
Mateer's face a few times.
maybe it's needed because it's working for the defense. Like, look how the defense is playing. So maybe a little of that tough love on the offense might do him some good.
Yeah, and I mean
But
the big question for OU is, our Mason Thomas going to play um
is he
on
still
Friday?
nursing his injury?
He's practicing this week,
No,
and
he's playing.
we haven't had him since Tennessee. So we beat Bama and LSU
Yeah,
and Missouri
he's
without him.
playing.
Um, and
This
we
this
we
game's gonna be good.
if he plays,
This is a great weekend. Like there's a lot of great matchups. Like this is a crazy weekend. I mean, obviously, like, well, maybe not. These two games aren't super great. I mean, Tulane got their doors blown off by Ole Miss previously, but there's no Lane Kiffin, so I don't know. Maybe it makes it a little closer. Maybe Tulane can do a little trickery. Maybe they got some magic in the sails and they can
I
make
like
something
low
happen.
key think like
I don't think it
Tulane
happens, but
has a chance though,
I think so too.
because
James
like
Madison has zero chance against Oregon. Zero.
I would love to see it though.
I would
What an
love to see
amazing upset that would be.
just a big middle finger to everybody talking trash on the group of five. Like imagine both of them win. They upset Ole Miss and Oregon, and they're like, "What's up now? What's up? What's up? Who was talking? Who was talking? 'Cause are you not entertained? Like, come on now." At least I hope one of them wins. That would be
It would
a
be a lot
real.
more satisfying for James Madison to beat Oregon
It
because
would be.
like Ole Miss is kind of already down. Like I feel like aside from the group of fives, they're kind of like the
There'd be
team
an
where
asterisk next to it. People be like, oh, they know their coach. Like it's not a real win. But yeah, if James Madison beats Oregon, that would put a lot of like favor in the group of five going forward. Like we can't get rid of the group of five teams from the playoffs. Like look what happened. Like they've been consistently, beating at least one team in the playoff every year. Or before the playoffs and big bowl games, they're showing up, they're competing, they're either winning or they're close to winning. They're not getting blown out. Like I think it'd be a mistake to remove them from the playoffs. But these two matchups are going to be a lot of fun. One on Friday, one on Saturday. So you got, and then playing rolling into Sunday with the NFL games, playoffs coming up. So it's a pretty big weekend for football. There's a lot on the line across the board.
yeah, it's a huge deal. It's gonna
Oof.
be the biggest game in
Ooh.
Oklahoma history at home.
Yeah.
They're shutting down classes on campus. They're shutting down all the schools in Norman
It's gonna
public
be
schools in
it's
general.
gonna be so loud in there. Oh my God.
It's gonna be just terrifying. Like I've thought about going because like I saw like tickets for like 250. I'm like
250 is not bad.
it's
It's
gonna
supposed
be
to be
six.
so
It's gonna be
cold.
65 outside
Oh, is it
actually.
really?
Yeah. So I'm like
Ooh.
ooh
Bro,
like
I wanna go. I think I'm taking leave on Friday.
I might like that might
You,
be something we talk about after we
you,
get off it. Like
you
we
let me know. We might make something happen.
yeah I would have to put in PTO. Oh, I'm work week adjusting because I worked late today and I work like 4 hours extra tomorrow.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, shit. This might actually work out
Oh, you gotta think because it's 250 for the
perfectly.
ticket. It's at 8 p.m., so the game's gonna be over at like 11. So we'd have to stay the night. So it's also a hotel.
True, true. I mean, honestly though, we could because like all the hotels in Norman are gonna be like ridiculous. We could
Yeah.
probably drive up to like Edmond.
Actually, my dad lives in Tulsa. We could drive to Tulsa and stay at my dad's house. It's not too far, is it?
Well, I feel like from it'd be
How
it'd
far?
be easier it'd be easier for me to get to Ponk at that point than
Yeah,
I think Ponk is closer than Tulsa. But honestly, we could probably just stay in the Oklahoma City area.
yeah.
But
I'll
just
figure.
not in Norman because like around campus is gonna be
It's
like ridiculous. But
insane.
like just like northern OKC or like
30
more
minutes away.
something like that. But yeah, anyways, we're getting a little off topic. I mean, we're kind of at the end of this
Yeah.
episode. There, we're kind of just milking random topics on college football.
I just spazzing.
But yeah, well, I guess that's probably a good spot to end it. So yeah, we'll catch y'all next week. We'll know at that point who's
First
won
round of the
and
playoffs.
what the and what it's all shaping out to be. So we'll catch y'all next week. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.